So those were our spectrum analyzers. What about our Wi-Fi scanner? So we're actually just going to scan these different channels and see what's going on. Well, first off, MetaGeek Insider. I like the name of that. So here we're looking at this is actually a Meraki product right there. So it said the SSIDs that are currently out there. So this is actually scanning all of them, all the channels in the surrounding area. And it's telling me that this is Meraki, this is the radio, these are the channels it's using, these are the types, so N and AC up here for this radio, BG and N for this radio down here. They're both using WPA2 security, the max, our signal, and our min. And here you can see the outlay on the 2.4 gigahertz channel, 1 and 3. That makes sense, right? Look, makes sense right there. And then here, 44, makes sense right here. So you can see the spectrum. You can see it right there. Pink, that maps directly right here to this bottom entry. Pink, this maps here to this top entry. You can see where in the spectrum they're located, because this is 2.4 down here and this is 5 gigahertz here. There's nothing here and there's nothing here in those other channels in this area. So when we do our Wi-Fi scanner, we know. Now there are some mobile applications, so Wi-Fi analyzer, I've used this several times before. So you can see the different channels, who's using this. So here you can see my house and my guest. This is probably one location. But this is using channel 1. They're both using channel 1. Both the signals are overlapping. I'm not a big fan of that. This is a much better spread. We have the office and somebody else, whoever this is. They have a good channel spread, right? Not a lot of overlap, not a lot of interference. Great. And then we have this ACES. The signal is pretty weak. So this might be a neighbor. And the neighbor tried to straddle, I guess, somewhere in here, but missed it a little bit. Not a lot's going to happen there. Here we take a look at the actual signal strengths, negative 33 dB, negative 32 dBm. This is a much lower signal. Remember, dBm, that's the reference. How far are we off from the reference? So we are less than the reference here. We are much less, much less. So you can see these different signal strengths. You can see right here, 84 dBm. That's our lowest signal strength. My house, 2. ACES Tech. So that might be a neighbor. This is your office because the signal is much stronger than maybe your other office AP. Signal's really strong. These are probably neighborhoods. But what we're doing is we're analyzing the different spectrums and who's occupying what and where. So we know where there's interference. Apple Airport Scanner works as well. You can see it shows you the RSSI or the decibel amount, negative 45, negative 50. So these are a little farther away, negative 60. So negative 44 is the highest. This is probably the closest or most powerful antenna. You can see the MAC address right there, and you can see the channel being used, 11, channel 4, channel 1, channel 11.